Well, hello everyone, Iowa State fairgoers. Thanks to the Des Moines Register for putting this on. Amazing Iowa tradition. My name is Josh Turek, and I'm running to be your next United States Senator from Iowa. So a little about me. I'm born and raised in Council Bluffs, Iowa. I grew up in a working class family, in a working class community. In my family, we went to the Goodwill for our clothes. We shared clothes. We went to the free summer lunch programs. And so in a deeply personal way, I understand what so many Iowans are going through right now, just struggling to keep a roof above their head and food on the table. Additionally, I was born with my disability. I was born with a condition called spina bifida. This was due to my father's exposure to Agent Orange in Vietnam. I had my first surgery at 1 day old. I had 21 surgeries before the age of 12. So also in a deeply personal way, I understand the importance of affordable and accessible healthcare, and I believe that healthcare is a human right. Thankfully for me, found wheelchair basketball at a young age with the help of wheelchair basketball and vocational rehabilitation. Was able to get a college education. Had a very successful wheelchair basketball career in college. Scored over 4,000 career points, just barely beating out Caitlin Clark, something I'm quite proud of. And then the highlight of my basketball career was I was able to represent the United States in 4 Paralympic Games and won back-to-back gold medals representing the USA in wheelchair basketball. 4 years ago, I got involved in politics. I was working in healthcare. I was assessing and providing mobility devices for individuals with progressive conditions. Conditions like muscular dystrophy and ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. And unfortunately, what we were finding was, since Iowa had privatized its Medicaid system, a 1,000% increase in denial rate. I thought this was fundamentally wrong and unjust. Then I'd found out that Iowa had never had a permanently physically disabled member of the Iowa legislature. Here we are, a state of 150 years, a governing body of 150 members, yet no representation for the 1 in 5 Iowans, blind, deaf, intellectually disabled, and physically disabled. So I decided to do something about it. I decided to run. And they said, Josh, you can't win out here in very red Western Iowa as a Democrat. And I said, I'm gonna attack this the same way that I've overcome all the other adversity in my life, the same way I've won gold medals. I'm going to outwork my opponent. And so what I did, you've seen my launch video, every single day, rain or shine, hot or cold, I drugged my wheelchair upstairs to have conversations with Republicans and independents because the math didn't work any other way. And that first election, I won by the grand total of 6 votes. And I say that because I want each and every one of you to remember how much important every single one of your votes is. But what I'm more proud of is in 2024, we took that 6 vote margin and we moved it into a 6% margin. And that was 50% more overperformance than any other Democrat in the state. And what that has taught me is right candidate with the right message, and I believe that message is common sense populism and the right work ethic, we can win. And I believe that this is the year that the pendulum is going to swing back and we are going to be able to win this U.S. Senate seat and have a senator that is fighting for the people, not just for the billionaires and the large corporations. So what I want to talk to you all about a little bit today is the cost of corruption. The cost of corruption on both sides of the aisle. How many of you here are paying more for your groceries right now? How many of you are paying more for gas? Insurance? Everyone. I brought a little notepad with me because I've got a lot of stats. Right now, your gas prices are up $1.20 year over year. The average Iowa family has already spent more than $516 on gas just since the war in Iran began. Your grocery bills are up more than 33% since Henson got to Congress. Your health insurance is up 16% just this year. Even the cost of corn dogs here at the Iowa State Fair up. The average family is now spending more than $175 more per kid on school supplies. This state is struggling. As I've been traveling around the state for the last year, and we just finished our 99th county yesterday, but everywhere I'm going, I'm hearing the same thing. I'm hearing, regardless if it's an urban area or rural area, Iowans telling me I'm struggling. I'm struggling just to keep a roof above my head, food on the table, and now with this war in Iran, struggling just to keep gas in my tank. By every single metric, this state is going in the wrong direction. We are one of 3 states already seeing our economy contract. We are 48th for income growth. We're 48th for personal income growth. We are basically dead last for every single healthcare metric. Just since Ashley Hinton has gotten elected, 842 healthcare clinics or healthcare entities have closed in this state. We've got a cancer crisis. We've got a water quality crisis that we are not addressing at the state or at the federal level. We have seen public education, the point of personal pride for all Iowans, drop from the gold standard down to the bottom half because we're giving private schools public money. And now, because of the tariffs and because of the war in Iran, we lead the nation in farm foreclosures. This is not the state that we grew up in. This is not the state that we know. Iowans are ready for change. And my opponent, Ashley Hinton, what has she done to address this? Well, she voted for 110,000 Iowans to lose their health care in a state with a cancer and a healthcare crisis. She voted for 119,000 Iowans to see their healthcare premiums double or triple. 4 times she has voted in favor of the tariffs, which have absolutely decimated our rural communities and our small family farmers. 6 times she has voted to continue this war in Iran. Iowans are paying a heavy price for it. It is raising the cost of fuel, of diesel, and it is raising the price for input prices for farmers, leading to this second farm crisis that we're seeing. She has taken hundreds of thousands of dollars of corporate PAC money. I'm not taking a nickel of corporate PAC money in this thing. And since she has gone to DC, she is now up to 10 times more wealthy just in 6 years. This is not what we should be sending people to DC for. I'm not a millionaire. I don't own any stocks. You don't have to worry about me selling my stock. But this is the cost of the corruption that we're seeing. And it is working class families like yours and mine that is bearing the price of this corruption. We have to address it. Here's what I'm going to do to address that corruption. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to fight for campaign finance reform. I think that Citizens United was one of the worst decisions in Supreme Court history. I say all the time, we can have oligarchy or we can have democracy, but we cannot have both. And right now what we have outsized influence from billionaires and large corporations that are buying off the political process. I'm going to fight for campaign finance reform, pass the Disclosed Act, overturn Citizens United. But second, I'm going to fight for ethics reforms, both to the Supreme Court and to members of Congress. I'm going to fight for term limits. I'm going to fight to ban members of Congress and their family from owning and trading stocks, because people like Ashley Hinton should not be going up to DC to become 10 times more wealthy. And I'm also going to fight for every single member of Congress to host at least one annual town hall. Because members of Congress should be accountable to their constituents, to the people, not just to the billionaires, donors, and lobbyists. I'm also going to fight for a livable wage, for affordable housing, to drive private equity out of housing, healthcare, nursing homes. I'm going to fight for affordable pharmaceuticals. I believe healthcare is a human right. I'm going to fight for drinkable water, address our cancer right, for functioning public schools, for infrastructure, and to address the corruption that is corroding this political process. That is what you're going to get from me as a common sense prairie populist in the United States Senate. That's what I'm fighting for. So I come from a basketball background, and it really was the honor of my life to be able to represent my country on the field of play. It was an amazing honor to wear USA across my chest. And what I learned representing my country in the Paralympics was, it's not about the back of the jersey, it's about the front of the jersey. It said USA across the front. And I really took that philosophy with me when I went to the Iowa Capitol. I never viewed this through this tribalistic idea of, is this a Republican idea or is this a Democratic idea? No, this is about what is best for the people. I always viewed every vote that I would take, is this better for my community? Is this better for the people of Iowa? And that is exactly what is missing in DC, and that is exactly what you will get from me. I'm very proud. In my time in the Iowa legislature, I'm very proud. I voted with Republicans over 700 times. I've been ranked as one of the most bipartisan members of the Iowa legislature and one of the most effective members of the Iowa legislature. And that is exactly what I will do in DC. What you will get from me is someone that will be laser focused on cost, corruption, kitchen table issues, the issues that apply to all 3.2 million Iowans. But I don't care if it's a Republican idea or a Democratic idea. I will be out there always. What is best for the people, what's best for Iowans, what's best for our workers, and what is best for the middle class that is being hollowed out. That is my promise to each and every one of you. And I'll leave you with this. My story is uniquely the American dream. In no other country on earth could someone like me, with my economic situation that I grew up in, or my healthcare situation that I grew up in, could I go on to win gold medals, represent my country, or to be able to represent my community at the Iowa legislature, or certainly run for the United States Senate. And I'm seeing that American dream eroded away. Now the average age of a first-time home buyer, 41 years old. I'm seeing young people that don't believe in the American dream anymore. I want to make sure that the American dream is still accessible to every single person. That's why I'm out there laser focused. A livable wage, affordable housing, affordable healthcare, driving down cost to the middle class. That is what you're going to get from me. A senator for all Iowans, regardless, Republican, Independent, or Democrat. And with your help, this year, we are going to be able to make a generational change to this state, and we are going to be able to change this country. I'm Josh Turek, and I ask your vote in November. And come November, we're going to change this country. Thank you all for coming.
We'll get the job done. We live on behalf of everyone. If it's Turek, that's terrific. If it's Turek, help me out. If it's Turek, that's terrific. Tough times need good guys who overcome obstacles and see all sides. If it's Turek, that's terrific. There we go. If it's Turek. If it's Turek, that's terrific. The guy sure can ball. He's won gold, shares the rock, ain't afraid to roll. If it's Turek, that's terrific. If it's Turek. If it's Turek, that's terrific. Winners never quit, and Josh's resilience will stay above the politics. If it's Turek, that's terrific. If it's Turek,
That's terrific!
if it's Turek, that's terrific. He'll be there for you and me. Council Bluff strong, fight for us in DC. If it's Turek, that's terrific. Yeah. If it's Turek,
That's terrific!
if it's Turek, that's terrific. We could sure use a guy like him to get us back to the Iowa way of truth and love again. He's terrific. Everybody vote Josh Turek. Support the campaign. My name is Chip Albright. Get out there. Tell 6 friends. There are 6 verses in that song. I wrote that song because I read about Josh Turek, and I felt like he's the exact guy that we needed in Iowa to get purple again, which was the way Iowa was when I moved here from Kansas, but in 1999. So, everybody, Josh Turek, one more round for him.